Hi everybody, I'm Cherish.
And I'm Joy.
And we're
Tizicles Musicals.
My hair looks so favorite. But it's like sculpted, but whatever. Okay.
You really must have, you really?
Huh?
You thought I was talking about your hair.
Oh, sorry. You want me to start over?
It's okay.
Oh, okay. It's Candid.
Mm-hmm.
Candid.
We saw
Thank you.
Pal Joey at New York City Center.
Yay!
Encore's production.
Well, no, I don't think it's part of Encore technically. I think it's part of the Gala.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. An annual gala presentation. Yep. Mm-hmm. No, it's not the Encore.
Oh. Makes sense why it's only like 3 days.
You guys know Pal Joey, that old chestnut. That Lawrence and Hearts. Not Lawrence and Hearts. Rogers and Hearts. Mm-hmm. No, Lawrence and Hearts. Rogers and Hart. His name was Lawrence Hart. Oh my god. Anyway, what
are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say this is the Pal Joey starring Ephraim, I can't think of his name. Ephraim Sykes or Divine, Aisha Jackson, Lisa Stanley. I guess those are kind of...
And Brooks.
Yeah.
Brooks Ashmanskas.
Brooks Ashmanskas. We got choreo by Savion Glover, who was also in the ensemble, which was nice, right? I don't think we ever seen Savion live. Mm-mm. Well, I don't think we've ever seen anything he's like choreographed on Broadway either.
No.
Right? Because, yeah, no, we haven't.
There's a new book for Pal Joey.
Yes.
So it's very different from what we were expecting.
Right.
And that's not to say it was bad, but
it was different.
Very different.
It was different. So it had a great cast. Yes. But there were a lot of changes made. So like we love so this is like the era of musical that Joy and I like really love. Like, you know, the ones that like they played the songs on like the radio, like the standards. And like we listened to that. It was that was an Encore's production. Right. The Pal Joey with BB Nearwith and Patti LuPone and Peter Gallagher. Mm-hmm. And like we listened to that like all day. And there's like bop after bop after bop after bop, personally for us. Mm-hmm. And like this one, they
changed a lot of the songs.
Yeah, so it definitely like not just like we're not even talking about just like arrangement wise, but also like just like the song lineup.
Yeah,
like they're like new songs, not new songs, but like different songs into the production. They're all songs we've heard before, but not native to Pal Joey. And then,
like different Rogers and Hart shows. Mm-hmm. Like When or Where was never in Pal Joey.
Yeah. Or dang, I'm blanking on
which one? Sing for Your Supper?
Yeah, that one. My Funny Valentine. We were like, wait, huh? And I don't know. It just when you get rid of like some of our bops, like where was...
I mean, I think with the new book changes, they were trying to bring a different perspective to Pal Joey.
Yeah.
So
you want to know how to like rework the book a bit?
Yeah. So in the book, the new book is very much Joey is like this Black musician, and he's like trying to gain like his footing again after being kicked out of like his old band, and you know he's trying to find he's trying to spread this new sound of music, and I get that, but then there's also like a lot of like there's like a new racial undertone to the show now,
which makes sense because like the cast is they like Black now, like more or less. And so like they've added like that, but they've kept it in like the Pal Joey time.
Yeah. So a lot of like,
you know, so now we got to add like obviously like it's like a whole racism, like kind of like subplot, interracial dating subplot.
When he's like two-timing these women and one of them's a white woman, it kind of adds like a layer of like not the best idea. Like people are only coming to see this new club to see the spectacle of like this white lady's like pet, you know?
Kind of more like shucking and driving. But then also, because I don't know if it's because like the cast is black, but also so like it's not it's not Rodgers and Hardy anymore. It's jazzy.
It's more jazzy.
Yeah, they've like
it doesn't have what's the My Way guy. Frank Sinatra was in the movie,
right?
You know, he's not singing so 1-2 like Gene Kelly,
right?
Like definitely not Peter Gallagher,
right?
So like it has more of like an R&B kind of sound to it a little bit, jazzy R&B.
Yeah.
And which, I don't know, I just wanted the songs to be sung.
It was,
the way it was intended. And I know I get kind of stuck and stuff like that. Like sometimes like changes can be really good, and sometimes I'm just like,
I mean, because like
you really mustn't kick it around. They kicked it around.
Yeah, because like one of our favorite, like I mean, like Company, like we love Company. I was like, how could they make Company better? And then like we got like the recent revival, and it's like gender bent, and the obviously because it's gender bent, then like the sounds are different, and like a little bit of new arrangements, and it was just kind of like, oh, and I loved it. Like I want more Company, but like this we kind of like, oh, I don't know. This is also to say, it was not inherently bad. Like the dancing was great. We just would have liked it someplace else, like in another show.
It kind of changed. It really changed the whole feel of the show.
Right.
Like I just wanted to watch this show about this guy who is two-timing these two ladies to kind of get ahead in his music and stuff like that. And these two ladies are kind of like,
and then gets his just
like fighting each other over like this guy. Like we're supposed to hate Joey. You know, he's a womanizer.
Take him. That's what I was like. We was supposed to take him.
They didn't have Take Him. Like, oh my goodness. They changed Zip. Zip is sung by Brooke Ashmaskis instead of a lady.
Yeah.
Which I was nervous, but it was
once it happened, it was funny.
Yeah.
It worked.
It worked. They made it work for him. But, it changed a whole bunch of stuff. So it was just kind of like
the cast.
Yeah, the cast was great. Like, Loretta Levine was in it.
Like, what?
Her voice is so particular and like,
it's like the voice from your childhood, right?
Yeah, so like seeing her was great.
Original Dream Girl.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, if Pal Joey, if they wanted to make a new musical with the type of immersion that they were doing, like the tap dancing coming in and like his thoughts, his feelings, and things like that, it kind of gave me like a more modern, like Paradise Square sort of thing.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Modern in the sense that Paradise Square takes place in like the 1800s and this is like the 20th century. But I don't know.
Yeah, like we like the elements separately, from not together, not with Pal Joey.
Yeah.
Like I would have loved the dancing in another show.
Yeah.
Like I would love the new songs in another show.
Yeah.
Not the the new songs. I would have, or the change of songs in another show. Or I would have, I mean the actors were fine in their roles, but like you can't get better than like Ephraim and like Aisha and like Loretta Devine. It was a great cast and working very hard. We were in heaven, so it wasn't like I was still like interested, but yeah, I think it just didn't sync up to what we were like
really hoping.
Yeah. So
not to say we would. I mean, disappointed is kind of a strong word.
Yeah,
but I was just a little the disillusions of the monastery. A little taken aback of like what I thought was going to happen.
Right.
And I guess when I heard that Savion Club was doing the choreography, I should have known that things might have been a little different, but I just thought they might have just added like a little cute little tap numbers and like the way Savion taps is kind of like, it's more of like not like a yada da da da. He's not like that type of tapper.
Yeah, he's not like a Nicholas Brothers.
Yeah, he's more like a feeling sort of like the tapping. It was just nice though. I like that element. I don't know. Yeah. So
It's different from Paul.
yeah. I think the one person that kind of stuck true to like the sound of the original to me was Elizabeth Stanley doing Bewitched, Bodied, and Bewildered.
Right.
And they had to have left that. I think people would have rioted.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
If they didn't. Right. Yeah, I was just a little disappointed we didn't get Take Him because that's one of my favorite songs.
The chops look nice on him.
Yeah. I was like, man. But I guess they didn't want to. I think with the updated book, they didn't want to do like these two ladies like fighting over this one guy. They just kind of kept them a little separate a little bit.
Yeah, like did they? I was like, did they? They did interact, but it was like, okay,
yeah,
you know,
like they just kind of not like it was like a feminist update. It was just more so like I guess they didn't deem it necessary to show them like fawning over this womanizer.
Yeah, sure, but. Still happy we saw it. I'm glad we could have these discussions and talk about it. I mean, come on, you had Ephraim, Loretta Devine, Aisha Jackson. Now, Ephraim we've been like trying to follow since like Ain't Too Proud. We thought he was going to MJ, but he didn't go to MJ. And then though he was coming back to Broadway in Room, but then Room never made it to Broadway. It was like, oh no. And then he's in Power Joe. We were like, oh, it's like Ephraim. And then, like, we actually did Stage Door. So we have photos of Ephraim. And we got a photo with Loretta Devine, because how could we not? Like, you have to understand, we grew up watching, like, Loretta Devine and, like, hearing her voice. Like, so we could not. And she came out. Also, she's left-handed, in case anybody cares. So I was like, yay. I'm a left-handed. And then Aisha Jackson came out. And Aisha, I, like, made a joke with her when she came out. Like, it was, like, you know, she's booked and busy because every time you turn around, she's in somebody's cast or like something like when we first like introduced to her in Frozen, she was the understudy for Anna, and we went specifically because she had a date. We were like, we got to go see this, so we saw her in that, and then what we didn't know was that she was part of the original Broadway cast of
Never realized that.
Never. But when you look back at like old stuff, you're like, oh yeah, there she is. And then, because then we saw her at, was it like 50 Foot Below?
Yeah.
Was it for Stephanie Torrens' show?
No, it was the Jenners.
The Jenner one? Yeah, and she was there. We were like, not that she couldn't be there, but like that she's sitting with like the other cast members, right? So like, we were like, oh. And then we were like, oh yeah, she was a waitress. And then, she was in Paradise Square. She was the understudy for a Standby. Standby?
No, she was Jaquina.
Yeah, Jaquina Calacango's understudy. And we would have loved to have seen her, but we didn't get the chance to see it.
Did she ever go on?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
And also, there's something else.
She was in Once Upon a One More Time.
Yes.
We didn't get to see that.
Thank you. I was like, she was just in something, yeah. Yeah, we would have seen her, but did we tell you guys that? I think it was when we saw Grey House. Like, we both won lotteries for those two shows for the same day. So then we let Once Upon a One More Time go, thinking we would go see it.
Yeah. And it did stay around longer than Grey House did.
It did.
It still never made it.
It's kind of sad.
Sadness, yeah.
And then, I think that's it now. And then she's in Paul Joey, so I'm very interested to see what she has next going on. But and then they got Elizabeth Stanley, who we watching Company. That one that they filmed live.
We saw her in Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah, we were talking to her, and then her babies, the
Lulu, baby Lulu,
and Waitress. Like when it comes to theaters,
the baby Lulu.
Yeah. Sorry,
I say baby Lulu.
Baby Lulu. Like they used the real baby for the movie, and it was Elizabeth Stanley's baby, and you could tell because they have the same eyes.
I just wonder when they use infants in Broadway shows, does the mother actually get to stay backstage, or does they just keep them with the Wrangler?
Maybe a Wrangler.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was like very small, unless
it was Elizabeth, so maybe Elizabeth was allowed back there.
Yeah, I just wonder if parents aren't allowed backstage with their children.
Right.
The wranglers take over.
Right. But maybe it's different for babies.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure not too many infants. I mean, there have been a few infants on Broadway, but not that many.
Mm.
Oh, they should start a club.
I know. And then I'm thinking
check in on them in 20 years to see what they all up to.
Yeah. Those babies that were in, what's that show?
The Ferryman?
Yeah, The Ferryman. They use babies. Actually, my coworker were friends with people whose babies were in the show. They had like 4 babies or something like that. And they basically chose like who was less cranky
at the time,
at the moment to go on. And then he said once they can turn over, then they can't. They're working on like 2-month contracts or something like that. Yeah, because I guess whatever was the staging, they can't be able to turn over. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. And then, what is her name? Natasha Yvette, from Waitress in Chicago. Natasha.
That sounds like a hot.
Yeah, what's her name? Natasha Yvette Williams.
Yeah.
She has twins. And when she was in Porgy and Bess,
I was about to say, you don't remember?
Yeah, Porgy and Bess with the one with Audra and Norm Lewis. So at the time, they were very young at that time, and I don't think it was the plan, but they were just like, "Well, can we use your babies?" And she was like, "Okay." And then I think they started getting a little like they got older, obviously, and they got a little active. And she told them, I was reading it, once they start like making noise, then like find somebody else basically, which makes sense because you can't be like singing to the baby and they're like singing back, So I don't know how old they were. But was it about like 6 months or 9 months, something like that? Like basically when they got a little like harder to cradle and stuff, they got a new gig. But yeah, so yeah. How we get on that subject? Oh, we were talking about Elizabeth Stanley and her baby, and then what's with? Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. How about merch?
Yeah. So we got
a magnet, which looks like the Playbill, that green and that gold, lovely.
They did not keep the green for the window cards. It was black. Still very lovely.
Yeah. And Loretta Devine signs it. Love Loretta Devine.
And the shirts are green, which are very nice.
Yeah, but we didn't get a shirt, if you can believe it.
They have like all the shirts of like the upcoming shows up there. I'm like, ooh, great. And they're selling them too. So the guy was like, I asked for a magnet and a window card, and he was like, from Pal Joey, and I was like, oh, y'all selling the other stuff already?
Yeah.
Jeez. Like, they're selling Once Upon a Mattress stuff? It's not even January yet.
And the Jelly Sash Jam stuff, and the Titanic stuff. Yeah, everything is there and ready. Just FYI, it was just kind of made us nervous because we were like, are they gonna like run out of stuff? Maybe they'll order more. Maybe. I'd like to think so. Like if they start running low. But yeah, Encores has a great, and I do mean a great lineup this year. We've got Once Upon a Mattress. That's the next one. It's coming in January, and they're running for 2 weeks now. Usually it's like 1 week, and it's like a mad scramble, assuming you're not like a subscriber to Encores. We're not. We should be, but we're not. And then Jelly's Last Jam, and then dun, 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 dun. This is the one we're really waiting for, Titanic. But yeah, thank you for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.